Hey everybody, these are the official LEGO Minecraft Steve and Creeper BrickHeadz, and these are sold together, so not sold separately, they're just in one box. And I guess if you're going to do a Minecraft BrickHeadz 2-pack, these are the two correct characters to start with. Now BrickHeadz are abstracted by design, and part of their consistent abstraction is the use of a very tall forehead or a vertically squished face. So given that, I think that the proportions here are pretty good, and of course you can immediately see what it is, even if you don't agree with the proportions. I personally would have liked to see a narrower body. I'm not sure how well that would have worked out, and probably the designers tried that, but you know, given that they have kind of the second standard that they've created for smaller BrickHeadz now that's been used for Slimer and for Hedwig, stuff like that, you know, that could have been a possibility, but keeping the big head though. This has two identical prints for the toes, and you also have the print for the mouth and nose, if there is such a thing, and the square eyes. The one foot is angled forward a little bit, and that just matches the static pose of the minifig scaled one, which is correct. That's the right decision to go with. And yeah, I mean, you can see what it is immediately, and I think it works just fine. You know, there are some other options that would have worked as well, but I'm okay with this. The best thing about this, though, in my opinion, is something that you usually won't even see. But if you built it, you know it's there. Yes, that is one of the most clever things that they will ever do in any BrickHeadz design ever. That's an actual block of TNT in there, fully built up. You can remove it if you want, but it's buried in there, and they just used it in place of some of the pieces that are typically used inside beneath the brain, kind of the brain stem. So there's still a pink piece in there, a pink brick above that as a brain representation. But yeah, that's just really smart, and it has the prints on both sides. It's a full, you know, properly done one. They use the 1 by 2 by 2/3, 1 by 1 and 2/3. There we go, got it. Bricks with just two studs on the side to allow this to come off more easily, and for you to put the window there. So that's just really, really smart design. And then here's Steve, and he gets some prints as well. So he gets the 2 by 2 tile for the nose and mouth. I think the nose might be a little bit bright there. He also has the printed 1 by 4 brick for the base of the shirt, and there's another one of those on the back. He has a sword, an iron sword, which is just the minifig scale one, which works perfectly with these. He has ears, which is weird, but strangest of all is the fact that he has round eyes. Round eyes! Why would you have round anything in Minecraft? Like perfectly round. Everything about Minecraft is pixelated. Everything. So what were they thinking? I know exactly what the designer was thinking here. The designer didn't want Steve, a player character, to look like a monster, to look dead. They wanted the eyes to look much more alive. You know, when you compare the minifig versions of the Creeper and Steve here, you know, the Creeper has really dead eyes, and the Steve has the whites, the white parts of his eyes, which give him life. And how do you do that in a BrickHeadz form without creating yet another print, like a Steve specific print, or at least a player character specific print for those 1 by 1 tiles, which maybe were not in the plan or the product budget for this in particular? Well, you give him round eyes. I understand it, I get it, but I don't agree with it. I think that kind of just ruins the look. Between the ears, yeah, the ears don't help at all. The nose and mouth almost look like it's trying to be a rabbit there. It's kind of weird. And then the eyes just blow it. Everything else about the figure is fine though. But those eyes, the face, the whole face is just not right. Maybe let's see, if we look at it from around here. Now the ears are just not right. It looks like it's supposed to be an elf or something, you know, like maybe there's an elf skin placed on him. Yeah. Sorry. It doesn't work for me. See, this would not have worked for me either, but it probably would have been a little bit more appropriate. You kind of need a new print for that. I would have preferred a new print for eyes rather than the print they used for the body there. Like if they had to make a trade-off, I think that would have been the way to go for this one. So, Cool Creeper, Weird Steve. If you like the idea of this set, if you like Minecraft, and you like the Creeper, go ahead and try this out. Buy it as a basis, but try to do something custom for the Steve face there. Us LEGO fans us customers don't need to be restricted by all of LEGO's own internal rules. Like they kind of have a system within a system for these BrickHeadz in particular. There are certain build elements that are held either consistent or as consistent as possible, and if a designer comes up with something that breaks from that subsystem too much, they might not make it through the internal review process. They might have to be they might have to kind of go back to the drawing board and try things again, but we don't have to do that. So if you want to come up with a clever sideways build or something to get these side-by-side pixels for Steve's eyes, or just a custom print, or if you just want to try some one-by-one tiles in place of those round ones, even without prints, go ahead and try that. But I just wouldn't recommend this as a gift, kind of sight unseen for a Minecraft fan who might also be a fan of LEGO. It's just not a good Steve. If they sold the Creeper by itself, that would be awesome. But Steve needs work, in my opinion. Anyway, enough about that, at least from me. Let me know if you have any thoughts about it, and I'll talk to you again soon.